I'm literally staying on Palace of the Dead until I go to sleep tonight. So I've got 2 hours and a half of doing Palace of the Dead. Let's see how far it gets me. 2 hours and a half. Gamako thinks he's going to catch my mic when I go ahead. He's got another thing coming. And the reason why I've done this is just so I can motivate myself getting through Palace of the Dead. That's all that is. I only care a little about him beating my mic. Only a little. But the main purpose is to get me through Palace of the Dead. Yeah. Of being the first level 17 monk in the FC. So anything related to monk has my say. Just like Dragoon. Just like Red Mage. Just like Summoner even. All those classes. And Dark Knight. Yeah, I agree. Right, we're about to take on this boss now. Oh, there's still people that need to max out their arms and armor. Hey, Nice online. Oh yeah, she'll come in when she's ready. Question: do you think I need to teach Nai to be a better red mage? Because you've seen her use red mage, right? Alright, so, because I thought I might be out of line by saying it, but if you're saying it too, then I might be onto something. Yeah, that's very true. when you get Monk on the flow, it feels awesome.
Hey, no. Oh.
So how was your guys' weekend?
Peaceful.
Why is that happening?
It is indeed. I take it yours wasn't?
Oh, it was okay.
But a good one. You have all three? You may want to rethink that. There's something you're not doing. Send me a screenshot of the requirements. Okay. The fact that you managed to get them HQ, that is something else, man. That's well done on your part, especially with the gear that you have. Oh, yeah. It must have been hard to part ways with that, knowing that you could have used it. Amongst the rest of them. I'm guessing the blue tool, right? Yeah. Mm. Yeah, a lot of people don't realise that there's always a chance even if you don't get it 100%. But everyone just likes that certain guarantee. There's so much RNG involved when it comes to crafting. Like, you want to hear about bad luck, right? I was crafting my levy items. I was crafting my levy items, right? And I failed 4 basic touches in a row. That was harsh. I still got an HQ though. Well, you can always get them. Oh, right, yes. You start getting crystals instead of shards now. Oh, now I got my Weaver to 70 today. My first crafter at 70. Yeah, it's been a double whammy today, man. Well, yeah, right. So, well, you'll soon see it as well as you're playing the game. There's a lot of slowdown. Well, not. There's some slowdown spikes going on, and it's not just affecting one person; it's affecting everyone. Now, we have theories speculating that maybe there's a problem with the Square Enix servers, or it could be the situation that happened last time, where there's a group of hackers who are attacking the servers by constantly logging in and logging out on multiple accounts at once, just to disrupt the service. I've actually thought that it might be WoW's sympathizers, because I believe Square Enix are beating WoW in terms of accounts.
Yes. By very small.
Small margin, yeah, a very small margin. But bottom line is they are actually beating them. Like, a lot of people from WoW have come over to Final Fantasy now.
So because of that, some of those guys
But because of the slowdown, most of the time I use the macros that I've created. So using a macro while this is going on can miss a couple of steps in my macro.
Yeah.
Because of this. yeah, it would skip some of the steps and it mess up my synthesis. So what I end up doing is trying to save it, doing it manually, and I do save it, but there've been times where it got to a stage where I had no CP left to be able to save it, and I end up failing synthesis, which means losing the variable mats that I gathered. So I started doing it manually, but it just takes twice as long to do this because I'm like waiting for the spike to finish, which takes about 30 seconds each time. It's just long, inconvenient, not wanted. It's just bad overall. Yeah. Yeah, everyone's getting affected by it. Indeed, man. Like last time this happened, I was stuck at a tree for 3 days. Like no matter how far I got, I kept logging in. I kept logging straight back at that tree. That was a lot of fun. Yep. Now you gotta get used to the whole collectible system. She can do it for her gatherers. That's better than me. I didn't keep out of my job quest at all. I know that's bad, isn't it? And my Reaver's 70. I think I'll do it once all my crafters and gatherers are 70. I'll probably do them then. And I've decided I'm going to buy the gear instead of having to craft the middle gear, because that's just long. I'd rather buy it and then I'll make my own from it. Yeah. Now, just to let you guys know, I am broadcasting this. I don't know if your voices are going to be included. I'm just experimenting.
Okay.
By all means, don't hold back just because I said that. I don't care. Well, I've literally created a broadcast saying share my pain, because I'm going to be doing Paths to the Dead for the rest of the night. Hey man. Surprising the grind, it actually gets a lot better as you level. Yep. More cross-class skills, collectibles, and it becomes exciting again. Yeah. Like technically, if Nai did do the collectibles as a gatherers, she'd be further than my gatherers are. Yeah. Hey, if you do it, can you let me know how to do it? It's not complicated, but it's something you have to spend time getting used to. Like the crafters ones, I have no problem with. It's the gathering ones I find a bit weird. I never had to put so much thought into gathering before, so it's a bit weird having to think hard on the gathering. I wouldn't say hard, but just figuring out in terms of comfortability. No, I'm not getting those pots. Forget that. There we go. Stunned it. That's how you do it. And 2 people got the pots. Reaver? Wait, you ain't slowing down, man. What's wrong with you, man? What the hell? Right, so in order to make it a collectible, you gotta hit the button to make it collectible whilst you're at the beginning of the synth. Remember that. Right, if you want... Right, you see, let's just say you're creating a body piece for your gatherer, yeah? But the collectors want it as a collectible. So as you begin the synth, you hit that button to make it a collectible synth. Make sure you do that first before actually starting to synthesize. Otherwise you can't hand it in as a collectible. I made that mistake twice. And congrats on your first blue gear item for your crafter. Actually, no. You should have blue. You should have blue tools for your gatherers. Have you done the 50 quest line for the gatherers? Okay. Well, if you did level 50 quests line for your gatherers, you get the blue tool. Oh, someone's about to die. But staying alive still. I don't know how he's doing that. Stun. Yeah. Oh no, it's not the collectibles. It's just a normal quest line for your gatherer. So the minor level 50 quest line and the botanist level 50 quest line, that sort of thing. Well, it's actually the rewards from the level 50 quest before you go on to the Heavens Ward one. I'm gonna have to tell this black mage to use the purity to get rid of that pox. Why am I telling this black mage to use it? Oh, you want to get rid of it? He's got 5 minutes on it.
Well, I got the level. I'm on level 50. What's it, level 3?
What? Job quest. So you should have had it already. Check in your armory or your inventory. Or better yet, go to that button that gives you the best gear for your level. And it might automatically put it on there if you can't find it. He's using that already.
Also, I have
It's not in your inventory, no. So you've gone into your armory chest, right? Alright, let's just sort this out quickly, because this, I'm sure you, where's my journal? Um, so, the quest called Canyon of Regret is what gives you the blue tool, I believe. Either that or Breaking New Ground. I do believe it's Canyon of Regret.
Well, breaking new ground is
Please don't tell me you sold this tool. No, it's cool. That's cool. Alright. Alright, right. So every gatherer and crafter, it's a rare tool. That's gonna, you do have it? Is it a blue border on it? A blue background? Then that's the tool. What you might have might be better than that one. Compare the stats and see if it is. What is it? Is the one that you got better?
this one, the blue one is 112
So it is better than the blue one. Yippee-ki-yay.
Yeah, the Reaver creates a lot. Well, when you start leveling your armor and your blacksmith, like, well, that's what happened to me. Like, all my crafters were 66 and my gatherers were like 62. And then all it took was for me to gather all the mats I need to create at least 12 of the of the item that I need for the levies for just the Weaver. And my gatherers are now 68. It's like, because I was gathering all the HQ mats I needed, like, imagine how much I actually gathered. considering that I gathered for one of them, I gathered through 288 of one item, which was all HQ. So you can imagine how many normal Q items I have of that. I have about like 8 stacks of that. 8 stacks of normal Q. So I'm literally selling them like because of the amount I've got, I'm trying to sell them off. So right now they're probably going to go ridiculously cheap because I've got so much. Someone's going to be trying to compete against me. I'm not budging on my prices at all. I'm just going to let everyone buy out the cheap stuff and they can go for my stuff when it comes. I don't know if you can see it now, but I've changed my Chocobo's button. Oh yeah. No. That's for later. That one's a harder one to get. I had to do Shiryu Extreme to get that one. But my Red Mage gear is not geared enough for that Extreme. And because of these lag spikes, I won't bother going into a raid because I might get something, I get lagged out and all sorts of rubbish happens. No one's been able to really complete raids since this lag spike's going because everyone rage quits. So I haven't really even been able to really get creation. I've been 2 weeks in a row I haven't been able to get creation. I mean, there is that 24-man raid you can actually get level 330 gear from. And you're allowed to acquire 3 items every week from it. So you better believe I'm going to run all my classes through that raid now. Instead of having to collect creation. But the only thing you need creation for is the accessories. I've yet to see accessories drop from that raid. And I seriously need to update my weapon. But now you know about the Red Karma coming out now, yeah? Red Karma. Oh, I guess not. But then again, she hasn't even tried the relic weapon, so she won't really understand what we're going through. Well, hopefully by then the Red Mage one comes out. I know for a fact they're going to do good work on a samurai weapon. I know for a fact they will. But I'm definitely doing the Red Mage all the way. All the way. You seen it? Oh, it's called the Sulfic Bardem. I actually put the pictures up in the FC chat if you wanted to see the Barden. Yeah. I put it up in its full gear, and then I changed the headpiece because I think the headpiece for that Barden just looks a bit much. But take a look for yourself. He almost looks like a tiara for chocobos. Yeah, that's exactly why I changed the headpiece to the one I was using before. You know what, Eugene? I'm gonna ask both. Actually, I'm gonna ask both of you. Out of the tanking classes of Paladin and Warrior, which one should I level first? Paladin it is. I keep going back and forth. That's why I asked. Because apart from Ace, he's the only warrior in our FC. and he's not really online for me to ask about it. So oh, we've got a new member. Yeah. Gamoko's friend who's more or less just started the game. And he is aiming to be a dragoon / monk. Well, yeah, he's going to level dragoon first and then he'll level monk. And I've decided also that I'm also going to take my ninja to 70. Have you ever tried ninja? Your alt is a ninja. Alright. What, level 60? If they made the ninjutsu actually more powerful, that would be better. I mean, I've been told that they've made improvements on ninja, so I'm quite curious. I mean, my ninja's 60, so I don't have to worry about passive dead with ninja, so let me just go straight on the dungeon runs. The thing is, I would have to actually create weapons, because I haven't got no weapons for ninja. I hate leaving classes half finished. And for some reason, I've just had an itch to get ninja up to 70. Because he was never really good, my ninja. I want to do right by him. He was my second class. Like, all I did was summoner. That's all I did since the game started. And when ninja came out, or rogue, then ninja, I was like, yeah, I gotta try this out. I would have tried dragoon, but everyone had so many complaints about dragoon, die and all that stuff. I didn't want to be a part of that, so I wasn't dragoon for a time. Dark Knight hadn't come out yet, nor did Red Mage or Samurai, so yeah. Think. Oh, I know that's a stunt. Straight line before you. without being in that form. Okay. That's what that's for. So that's just a normal attack. Okay. Reduces damage taken. Just read it.
Unless I'm getting ready.
Oh, it does. Okay. Oh, I see.
So happy to have
It really does want to push your classes to 50 and just be done with the 40s.
Yep. I'm in the 40s.
Mm. You know, I keep saying I'll help you guys with your levies. Yeah. There's always so much to do on this.
So the says must cover said gathering will be inspired must only be executed after each chain reversal.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I've ever used it. Actually, I think it's to do with the collectibles.
Probably. Yes.
Oh, congrats, man. What, you doing to... Don't tell me we're all the way back at 15. Let me know. Just as bad as I am. What does IMO stand for?
What?
IMO.
I am. I am.
Yeah. So someone put Raiden sucks IMO. Oh, we got 2 healers in here. Okay. Thank you. Wow, this is the first time in Pass of Dead where I'm the only DPS. We got 1 healer, no, we got 2 healers and 1 tank. We got a white mage, an Australian, a paladin, and me as a monk. I feel so alone. The way I don't have any drink in this house, you better believe tomorrow. I'm not coming back home until I have so much drink in my fridge. Something simple as drink. When you have nothing but beer in your fridge, you don't want to drink beer. Oh gosh. And the funny thing is, I don't buy beer. Because when I went on that road trip with my 2 friends, they bought beer for the trip. We didn't end up drinking all of it, so they ended up giving it to me since it was in my car. Thank you for the drive, for driving us for like 4 hours and a half each way. And I was like, well, I don't really drink beer, man. Take it. It's like, no, that's for you, man. Go ahead. I was like, crap. Am I really gonna drink this? So I drank 1 beer today, but I don't want beer. I'm just happy. I might be old fat. I might be getting old now, but I prefer juice. Yeah, man. I have 2 more. Crap. And I said that while I'm broadcasting. Yeah, that's Gomako's friend. I actually spoke with him for a good hour before I let him in. Like, I'm seriously like not taking any more risks. I'm not doing that shit again. Really not doing that, man. Like, if you come across somebody like that, I'm sorry, man. We're not looking for people like you, or something that tells them straight away you're not getting in. Not dealing with that. We've had 3 people, yeah, that giving us something to think about for the rest of our adventures together. That was more than bad luck. That was punishment for something. I don't know what, but that was punishment. I don't know what I did. Oh yeah, Ace can change the name back. Change the name properly now. Yeah, it's been 30 days. But he needs to be online to fix it. For any of you out there that might be watching this broadcast, if you're playing Final Fantasy and you feel like you haven't really meshed with anyone and you're safe, you don't have any emotional drama to bring to the FC, look us up. Hands of the Phoenix or Diablos. Just thought I'd put that out there. So Goku said he's got another person coming into Final Fantasy, so he'll also be joining as well. And he also said that he's just like him, he's cool and chilled out. I was like, yeah, we'll see about that. I have to focus on, I have to check him out myself. And then I've literally got 4 of my friends that will be joining this game, my 4 real life friends as well.
So is Mark going to be coming over?
Probably around Christmas time.
Oh, okay.
He's an interesting fellow. Oh, trust me, when he gets his teeth synced into this game, he'll probably tell you things that even we don't even know, that we should have known. It's always been the case with him. He comes on the game, tells you you've done this and done that. I'm like, no. he just goes through everything. He's one of those perfect, complete kind of people. Like, for you to understand what I mean, Final Fantasy 7, who's played it? Any of you guys played Final Fantasy 7? And completed it? No? Right. He actually, not only did he get everything and defeat all the American monsters, but he actually played so much that he mastered every materia 3 times. So that all the 3 people in the party have full access to everything. And all enemy skill materia completely maxed out. All 3 of all the skills that you can get. Sometimes when I'm on break, I take my Vita into work and play Final Fantasy 7. Man, you know what? I've actually said this. Even if they've done something that people are just like, nah, that's not right, that's not right. I'm going to be a complete open-minded about this game. Even because we all remember it how we remember it. And I think you should. I think you should consider. I think you should consider playing the old school. But it might be hard for you to do it because you're so used to the graphics of games like this. Not only that, but they're going to be giving so much detail into questions that maybe we asked and didn't know the answers to. Right, you know, actually, the fact that they said that you're going to have to pay for every disc. So, disc 1's coming out when it comes out. Then disc 2 and disc 3. I actually don't mind doing it. It's worth it. Well, yeah. You won't get the full game when it comes out. Because they said there's so much content that all the things that we didn't really see, like just them walking in the street and talking to people, like they're things that you wouldn't have seen. Yeah, then like they went into a whole essay on it. Like they said they're doing it this way because they want to give every Final Fantasy VII fan, not only all the questions that they had questions for, or the answers they had questions for, but more. They want to completely immerse you in more than you had when you were before. So every emotion, like they've included all the facial expressions on the characters. The Cloud's voice is from the Advent Children. Pretty much everyone's voice is from Advent Children.
Well, it makes sense.
Which is good. Which is actually quite... Because I actually was really happy with Cloud's voice. I was really worried about his voice when they first mentioned that action movie. But I'm really happy about it. In a way, it kind of like... When I used to read the text that Cloud said when Cloud was talking, it kind of gave me that sense that was his voice.
Okay.
So I'm quite happy with that. But it's just little things. Like just the facial expressions alone. Like they even said that. Obviously, I can't remember. I don't want to say this, but you know what? You've probably heard it on the web anyway. So, well, you know what situation I'm talking about, Eugen. Yeah. Like, let me tell you this now, yeah. This scene changed the scope of storytelling completely. Yeah. It's the first character that you actually work on that actually dies. And you better believe they have put so much work into that scene. Exactly. Like, imagine, like, what fun fact, like, imagine, like you've, how should I put this? Well, yeah. True. But the thing is, they didn't truly do it in this because even though an important character did die and everyone felt for her, you didn't control her, level her up, skill her up, all that. You didn't do that. It is a proper shock. Like, I remember she was like my best healer. She was my best healer. And then when she got killed off, I was like, this has got to be a joke. Like, there's no way she's permanently dead. She's going to come back sometime later or something. No. She actually dies, and everything you've done with her, it hurt my heart. I'm not joking. It actually did damage to my heart. I actually lost a little piece of my heart when that happened. Like, I've never had to drop the controller and actually sit back in my chair and just contemplate what happens. Like, I even went, yeah, like, I actually got up from my chair after sitting down for like 5 minutes. Went downstairs and got myself a cold drink. All the while thinking about what just happened. Came back upstairs. Yeah, this is really not a dream. She's actually dead. Like, I'm continuing on with the story. Her character's no longer there. The material that I had on her was put back in my inventory. I was like, oh my god. So, where's my master healer now? Her limit breaks were unique. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. And I don't think I've ever felt so much hatred for a guy. Like, I thought he was kind of cool and in a dark way, trying to understand him. The fact that he didn't know his mother and all that. But then after he did that, I was like, this guy needs to die. Like, the hell with Mercy now. Like he has now sealed his fate. He has sealed his fate. How dare he kill her? Eris, this is for you. Like, there was so much passion in that last battle that I had. Like, I made sure that I could do the maximum amount of punishment to this guy before challenging him. I had all the material mastered, at least on Cloud. At least on Cloud. I didn't do it 3 times, but I did it once. I had it all mastered for Cloud. No. You know, an hour and 45 minutes. Believe it or not, all of my friends that played this game saw me fight Sephiroth as well, and it's like, yes, it's a like you can easily, if you slip up, he will punish you for it. Like, no, I truly think you should actually, like, when you're not on this, or if you're outside, I don't know how you play it, but I strongly suggest you actually, if you did, you come back on this game and actually realise how many references there are to Final Fantasy and why people are so passionate about it. Yep. That game made the franchise thrive like none other. Yeah. Like, every time anyone played a Final Fantasy game, all they think about was what happened to Eris. No matter what Final Fantasy game you're playing, all you think about is what happened to Eris, man.
Yeah.
There's 96 hours of game attached to that.
And if you like story with diverse characters, like that storytelling is better than Final Fantasy 14 storytelling. You actually feel attached to every single character. Like, you know what? If you can't play it and you don't want to feel like doing it, I mean, it may take the authenticity of when you get to certain plot holes away because you're not putting in the work. But there are people on YouTube that have put up their whole gameplay of Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
So if you ever wanted to watch that, you could do that as well if you didn't want to play it.
Yes.
I think you can even play it on your phone now. No, they haven't? Oh, okay. Wow, I lost my connection. The music is so amazing in it. Like, oh. I mean, you may not think about it as good now. I mean, to me, I still think it's pretty awesome because the music goes so well with the scenes and everything. It's, like, especially like the battle music. Oh, I love it. I love it overall. Du-du-du. 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 It's like it really gets you hyped up for the battle for what's to come. Like, and I tell you what, Ian, if you do get the chance to play it, watch out for a certain character named Yuffie. Oh my days. She pissed me off. No, I saw it coming, but I didn't know what extent. Like, I did not. The amount of times I thought I caught up to her and she outsmarts you every time. Oh my god. Give me back my fucking material. And then you're left to go. Yeah, and you're left with nothing but your weapons and your items. So. Right, so basically, just in case you don't, just in case you don't really know what materia is, it's everything that it's like magic. It's like it's. Oh yeah, but that's different. The materia is different in here than it's because in this game, materia is about boosting stats on your gear. But but the main point of materia is that you get to use spells like thunder, fire, arrow, summon like Shiva, Ifrit, Bahamut. You can increase your attack, increase your defense. You can learn enemy skills that enemies throw at you and learn them yourself, so you can use them in battle. Add elemental properties to your weapons. I mean, imagine all of that taken from you. Now, when you level materia, let's just say we start with Thunder. You get Thunder, when you level it to a certain point, you get Thunder 2, then when you level it to a certain point even further, you get Thunder 3. And then when you master it, it creates a brand new Thunder.
starting from level 1 again. Now imagine that I think at this point I had most of my material at stage 2/3. I had Cure, it was Asuna, all of that. That helped me in battle. I relied on my material, and guess what? Yafi steals all of that, leaves you nothing but your weapons on your back to defend yourself. And you had no choice but to fight because you still got to get to the town where she came from. So you're there fighting enemies, completely robbed blind of your material. You can't cure yourself. You can't. You just relied on your weapons, and it's like that bitch. So it's like, so you finally get to the town, and you're already missing your material at this point. Like you're already pissed at the fact that she stole everything, and it wasn't just the material on your main character. It was every bit of material that you had in your inventory. You had nothing, literally nothing. So my main focus now was to get this troublesome woman who stole everything. You talk around the village. You finally catch up to her. Guess what? She double crosses you, puts you in a trap. She gets away, taunting you in your face, and she runs off. All you think to yourself, I ain't getting caught again. Wait till I catch you, woman. Wait till I catch you. So now, you follow her again. She's in a bit of trouble, and guess what? She double crosses you once again. And it's like, this whole time, you still can't get the material that you worked so hard on. And I thought, and you know what? Yeah, she gives it to you eventually. But then it's like, then she says, after the whole chase, 3 times she double crosses you. She finally enters your party permanently, but then you're so hesitant to give her I was so pissed at her that I did not use her for a full 20 levels. Like, I ain't giving you material, fuck right off. But you know what? I got used to the fact. Nananko? Red. Nanaki. Sorry, I said it wrong. You know, I'm at... I'm just looking forward to all the FMV sequences that I've grown to know and love. Like, yeah, like the chat with the arguments that Cloud and Barrett had, Barrett's stubbornness, Tifu's caring / slight jealousy, Eris' free spirit, Red's gung-ho attitude, Sid's one-par mind. He's awesome, man. He's a true captain. A true captain, man. Pretty much. And you can't forget Vincent. No? Oh, he is. He is. In his own right, he is. That can transform into powerful beasts that do so much damage. which I'm fine with because he does more than enough damage. And but you've never so you never got Onimusha Slash. Cloud's fourth limit break ability. Mm. Oh, okay. You know what? I did nuts around at least 5 times and then I was done using it. It was just too long. It was impressive, but yeah, but yeah, but now it's like, I mean, did you get all the Bahamutes? Yeah. I always shared the Bahamutes amongst the 3 party members. Yeah, Zero was the last one. So there was the normal Bahamut, then there was Neo Bahamut, and then there was Zero. Neo Bahamut took you into the sky and did some Mega Flare on you, and then Zero appeared from behind the moon. Yeah. Mm. I mean, everyone was mad discerning about what was more better, Onimusha Slash or Knights of the Round. And Onimusha Slash was just beautiful. Like the amount of the way he slashed at his enemy. The way he slashed at his enemy was friggin' amazing. Oh. Yeah. Like I had this perfectionism in me when it came to that game. Like I had to make sure that my haste was up, my strength was strengthened, my shield and my protect was up, my shield was up before I made sure everything was perfect before I used that skill. And I made sure that everyone had their limit break first, so they all went in order, and Cloud's one would be last. It just made it so much more interesting because I still had Eris in my eyes when I was facing Sephiroth. I was like, "This is it, punk. You're done. You're done. Finally, this is where you get to get punished for all the wrong things you've done." Something like that, yeah. You do come in contact with him at least twice before you go near him. I mean, you fight him, but then he just flies off after a while because you don't really do any damage to him. It's like, oh crap. Yeah, you don't do any damage to him, and then he does one move, and yeah. And I was like, damn, I still need to get stronger. Friggin' hell. But it certainly set the landmark. Yeah. Like the gold saucer was from Final Fantasy VII, and that has some symbolic value because there was some interesting romantic exchanges in the gold saucer. I did do it the third time running. That was funny as hell. Oh, someone actually. Oh. I don't know if you can get. I don't know if you can get it on your phone, but you can get it on the Vita and you can get it on the PlayStation. Yeah, so you can. I mean, Mark is actually playing it right now. I'm already back on it on my Vita. But the thing is though, when I'm on my PlayStation, I would only play this. I wouldn't play Final Fantasy VII because I've got so much to do on this. That's why I say if you have like a handheld or something that you can play on, it'd be worth playing it when you're not on your PlayStation. Like you'll understand the Scorpion boss in one of the dungeons. Yeah. You see how the summons were originally summoned. Like they weren't actually our enemy. They actually were allies. Titan, Bismarck, the Rail, believe it or not. Diablos was Diablos a part of this one? Nah, he was part of 8. Yeah, he was in 8, but not 7. Oh, I remember one of my favorite ones, Hades. Yeah, that was a good one. No, Hades is in 7. Oh yeah. I loved Hades, man. Like the ones that are in 8 that aren't in 7, there's Yojimbo, yeah. Funnily enough, I actually prefer Ifrit in 8 than I do 7. Can you actually remember what he does? Like in the 7 one, he imbues himself in a ball of fire and then charges at the enemy, doing damage to all enemies. In number 8, he stomps on the ground and conjures up a great ball of fire. Yeah, I mean that actually looks amazing. The way he commands his power like that, I thought, yeah, that looked amazing. Mm. And Shiva being Shiva started getting more sexier as the games got developed. Yeah. Diamond dust. Yeah, I really wanna. Oh yeah, she turned. What? She actually turns into. You know what? I never understood that mechanic. I don't know what I thought about that. Yeah, I mean, I understand Shiva has two. There are two of them this time. Yeah, and they turn into a bite. I mean, it's an interesting idea. Never truly agreed with it. I mean, Lightning had Odin. But I need to play through all three of them again, to be honest. I completed 10 uncontrollably. Like, I did everything. I don't ever have to play that one again. I did so much on that one. 10-2, I never truly completed. Oh no, I did complete it, but I did the plus game so I can get all the dress spheres. Interesting concept. You know the one I have not played? That'd be number 9. Yeah, I've got it on my Vita. Though I downloaded it. I just have never played it. No, you can't really count them as, yeah. I never played them. I found 13 story quite bland. Oh, I do. I mean, I did complete it. I just never played the second and the third game after it. I never completed 12. I mean, I got close to the end, and I never completed it. But the one that really did elude me was 9. I never truly got into that. I need to though. But would you say the story was pretty good? Yeah, there was a lot of 9 references from what I was told. Well, they brought out the clothes from the main character from 9.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's me.
Oh, okay. Like, I'm literally going through it right now, and I'm making sure I max out Eris to the max as early as possible. That's not a problem. Man, she's on my team the entire time, and I've actually stopped in one error just so I can get her limit through. Like, I will kill all those enemies. I don't care how long it takes me. Hmm. I'm also trying to make sure I don't miss an opportunity to get an enemy skill. Because the last save file I had on Firefight 7 was on a memory card for my PlayStation 1. Yeah, memory cards, huh? Oh, that was cool. And 8. Yeah, I've got it on my Vita. They haven't? That'd be strange. That was close.
Now, they haven't touched any of the original 6 yet.
No, they haven't.
Because they were because they did it PlayStation 2 before it PlayStation 2 came before PlayStation 4.
No, I don't know if I could go back that far. Yeah, I never played. The first one I ever played was 7.
Oh wow. Like, now, a lot of people say the original 6, the one that was released here was the third one, which was actually 6.1 series.
Hmm.
consider it part of the series. That's just
What was that about? Hmm.
swap out your team. You have like 25 different classes.
Sounds like a lot of work. I think it's safe to say I won't be playing that. Final Fantasy, yeah, I'm gonna do right this time. Like, I'm gonna get Renoa leveled up so fast and proper this time. I didn't really do it properly last time, so. How dare they skip? 8 was a good one as well. People even asked for a remake of 8 now that they're doing a remake of 7. I would actually play it though, because I actually enjoyed 8. Yeah. I mean, the whole magic system was very different. You had to draw the magic out. I really like that aspect. You had to prove yourself to me. Yeah, I really like that. It's not about just finding them on a ship. Hmm. And in every Final Fantasy, everyone hated 2 enemies, actually 3 enemies. First was the Mulbar with the bad breath. That has been continuous throughout the whole thing. Then you have the Tomberries with its stab. Yeah, and the last one, can you guess what it is? Come on, Eugene. Don't let me down. Troublesome. I could pretty much kill you in one move if you weren't careful. Come on, Eugen. There's always 3 specific enemies that everyone... What? That's the one I'm talking about. Those are the 3 enemies that have been staying in Final Fantasy from the ages. Oh, right. I guess I'm about to be disconnected because everyone's consoling me and praise before me and everything, so I'm about to get disconnected. Oh. No. Long spikes. Yeah. There was one thing in Final Fantasy 15 that I actually enjoyed, that actually put a little bit of fear in me, is when you see those Death Knights rise up at night. Yeah, the Iron Giants. Like, that was an interesting little concept. So I was like, okay. Like, I thought, yeah, I don't care. I was taking one. Then I just got my ass whooped. And I was like, wow. Yeah. Now here's the thing, I got so used to taking on the Iron Giants at this point, didn't think nothing. I was like, it's night time, I don't care, I'll take on anybody. And then comes the flamed Iron Giant. Oh my lord. It took time taking him out. Took time, man. Yeah. Mm. Like, you know what I think? I think they did that one on purpose just to be prepared for the Final Fantasy 7 remake. To show you that that system does work. I just hope that when you cast, yeah, like the action style of it, yeah. So my only hope though is that what they've done in 15 they don't do in 7 remake is that um it's the fact that you use your Argus spells and it hits everyone. I hate that aspect. Why does it have to hit everyone? I mean, it's cool the effects on the enemy, on your allies as well, because you cast like Bizagra and it's like everyone looks frozen, even your teammates. But I don't like that, the fact that it hits your teammates as well. I don't like that, man. I don't think it should. I mean, yeah, you can equip items to make them resistant to that spell, but who wants to keep going in and out and equipping them with this and equipping them with that? Oh, I didn't realize we had 2 ninjas in here. Oh, there was one other character I forgot to mention, but then again, I've never really used him in Final Fantasy 7. That was Katsif. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I actually kind of like how they made him kind of important in that situation. Didn't expect that. Oh, indeed. I literally did not bother about him at all. I literally didn't. For me, it was he didn't measure up to the rest of the team. Gambling, the hell. Well, who's that in Final Fantasy 8? Yeah, who was that character that relied on randomize? I don't remember a character like that. I remember it. There was the teacher with the whip. There was the woman with the student with the nunchucks. There was the guy with the fists. I can't remember. Renoa as well. The brunette. I think there was even a time when you actually controlled the witch, if I can remember. But well, no, I got right to the end of number 8 and I never completed it. I always get to the end and it's like I want to make sure I have everything before I do the end. It's yeah, at some point, because you go back to the orphanage where she grew up, and yeah, so that was interesting. But I did get everyone's main weapon though, I believe, and I tried to get everyone's limit break. Yeah, that's what I was doing. But then, by the time I was ready to, it kept. I remember it distinctly saying, "When you go beyond this point, you won't be able to go back." Because it's going to be the end of the game, and Renault was nowhere near where my main characters were. Like, all my characters were level 99 apart from her. And I weren't having it, man. That's why I said the next time round, I'm making sure she remains in my team, and she gets leveled. Oh, Gomiko says he's going to level a bard. A bard. Let him. No. He's more focused than Dom is. No, not slightly. Come on, Eugen. Come on, Eugen. Seriously, slightly. Come on now, man. We're talking. Yeah, we're talking about a guy. Yeah. Like, I would have to help him to get his class back up. He was the one who was more better advanced at crafting than I was. And then I surpassed him like horribly. Like, what the hell happened? Man, I already consider you the second crafter of the FC. Because all his crafts are in the 50s, apart from one or two, which are in the 60s. But he resisted my son. A lot of people think, oh my god, it's going to take long, but even though that's the truth, it's like, yeah, it is the truth. It does take long, but a lot of people think, oh, I don't want to have to do that, because they think the whole process is going to be boring. But once you hit certain plateaus, it's interesting. It gets really interesting. I really start getting my scripts from my gatherers though. You know how to increase your chances? Mm. You know, if you have a full amount of company seals, you can use those seals to buy cordial potions. They give you three. They give you 300 GP every time you use it. Yeah, I don't go gathering without them ever, ever. Yep. Every time I'm outside on my seals, I just get adventures, but I've got like about 500 adventures now. So I'll need to spend. Yeah. Yeah, I will get there eventually. Yeah, I can only get 50,000. But yeah, you need to do the squadron now if you want to get the higher rank. You enjoy it though. You get to command. You got people who respect your character as they know you as the Warrior of Light. Yeah, that's it. Like, you should see how happy they are when you accept them into the ranks. They're like, yeah, I get to vote with the Warrior of Light. Eugene, have you tried out that little that little? When I say cheat, I wouldn't say cheap, but have you tried out the mechanic now? I'm telling you, man, they won't have time to kill you. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, they won't have time to kill you. True. He speaks as though, like I speak about the library. Can't. And then they always give it to me once every 2 weeks. It's just annoying. Like, you know, that's the one I hate. Why are you giving it to me? Spiteful little bitches. I'm sorry, now you're on your own. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll do anything for you, just not that. I can't do it. I can't. It's not, but I just can't. It's for my own insanity. You have to understand it's for my own insanity. You would be, if I go with you, you'd be hearing me cussing the whole way through. You don't want that in your ears. Like, even when my friends come online, they want to do Pass of the Dead floors level 1 to 50. I'm like, you're on your own. No, I mean, I was doing that with Gomako's friend who just joined the FC, and I was like, I can't do this, man. I'm dead with this. I can't do it no more. And when I saw that his arms and armor was only like 20, I was like, oh no, you guys can go on, man. I can't do this. I can't do it. Like maybe 2 more times just to get to a point of actually able to do floor 51 to 60. It's, nah, that can't be done with me, man. Not happening. There's just some things I can't do anymore. I can't put myself through. My trucker was nearly level 10. Yeah. 20 years. But there's a really annoying situation with that. Like a really elongated situation, like to a point where I'd rather do the relic quest 2 times over. Yes, each. I don't even know how much one onion even increases the bar to. I don't even know. But here's the situation. Yeah, when your chocobo hits 10, no matter what you do, he can't gain any more XP from you. The only way he can gain more XP to get to 20 is just those onions. And in order to get those onions, not only do you need to go gather and hope that the hidden node comes up with the seeds, you got to think about the soil, and then you got to know the process. So the process is, on one patch where there's about 8 holes, you breed 2 plants together. So you put these plants on each of the 4 corners. So the plant in the middle grows something, and then when you get that, you got to use those to plant on the other 2 corners with the ones that you've already got that you've replaced, so you can breed the plant in the middle that actually gives you the Travanian onion seeds. And that's RMG. Like, you could be getting, with the 4 plants that come out, it might be Travanian seeds, it might be something different, but it's RNG. So when you actually get those onions, then you got to grow them. The process, I mean, and it's annoying that we only have a small house because you only can use 1 garden patch. Where if you had we had a large house, you can use 3. Yeah, more chance of getting it. If we had a medium, you can use 2 patches, but right now we can only use 1. So, exactly. And even if, let's just say I did do it, and out of all of that, I got 2 seeds, and then planted the seeds, and we got maybe 4, maybe 1 onion out of each. I'm not too sure how much you get out of a plant when it comes to the actual what bears the fruit or not. But imagine if you only got 4. I mean, I'm not that selfish that I'm going to put all 4 on my chocobo, because at the end of the day, that garden patch is to be shared for all of us. But some people may be without, which is why, and this is kind of being selfish, but I haven't really spoke to it about it much. So the people I'm focusing on for the chocobo and the Chivani onions are the ones that are mainly on, which are us 3. And I haven't said anything to Gomoko, and I'm not going to until we've mastered this planting situation. Like, I mean, to tell you the truth, I think when we're ready to do it, all 3 of us just do what we can to get the seeds that we need. Like, research it together and clock it together. Because this is going to be a group effort. I mean, I could do it myself, but oh, it's brain damage. I mean, I could buy them because I do make enough money. I mean, but I don't want to. I mean, that's 500,000 a pop. And the reason why it's that price, because everyone knows that's the only way you can get your chocobo even further. I mean, when you hit level 10 on your chocobo, whichever tree it went along, it would get the Barden compared to, which is why I went the DPS route, because the DPS chocobo Barden actually looks good. But in terms of getting my chocobo to 20, I'll probably put more of the other skills into healing and only a small fraction of it into tanking. So I'll make sure that it can not only gain aggro, but a defensive skill as well, and the rest will go into the healing aspect of it. That's my plan for my chocobo. But he's straight DPS right now. Attacking. I mean, samurai. See, when I got my chocolate for the first time, I got to 13. You can make a fight alongside you. Because I was an arcanist slash summoner. I mean, I had a summon that can tank, and I can send my heal. I had sustain that can heal my summon, so I didn't really see the need for it to be a tank or a healer. So I went straight DPS. I thought better to get the enemy down quicker than anything else. So you had no reason to put it on the other path either. Oh, look a minute. Sorry, mate, you're on your own. I've got this other one to take on. No, do not bring him here. He's not giving me the pox, man. Stop following me! You can do it on your own, man. Get the fuck away from me. What level is your 2, Eugene? I think you should. I've virtually fallen off my chair. I'm sorry, that doesn't justify anything. Level, oh my god. Yeah. Oh wow. Oh, by the way, Eugene, I don't know if it's going to be good news or bad news for what I'm about to tell you, but I'm going to tell you anyway since you're a man, you can take it. In terms of the books, I think the second book, or some of the books that you can get, you actually have no choice but to desynthesize to get the item. Yeah, yeah. So that's a whole different thing to get into. I will eventually. So I need to understand it because I need some of that stuff, man. Like in later stages. I know how to. It's just, I mean, I went ham on my leather worker for desynthesizing. But all I know about desynthesizing so far is that there's only a certain amount of points you can put in desynthesizing. So if you have one class that has 100% desynthesizing, the rest of the class can't hit 100% because there's only so many points to go around. So it's all about choosing which one you profit from. Before, it was all about the other worker. I'm not too sure why, but it was, but I'm not too sure now. I'm just going to follow up a guide on YouTube about desynthesizing eventually and just go with that. I don't know if that's wise. You fully resisted that, you punk ass.
Have you seen what you need for volumes 1? Books. You're going to be stuck on 50 for a while. Like, yeah, you could level, but the thing is, you actually need some of these recipes to progress. That's what's annoying about it. That's good. That is good. Oh yeah, I use that too. Yeah, so that increases the chance of getting high quality items. Oh yeah, take a look at your Reaver on the level 50 chart and see that you've actually got access to 1-star and maybe some 2-star crafting items. And tell me again if you don't need that. Don't underestimate the star materials. Oh my god, they're so much harder to make. Like, it got to a point where I had to use I had to revise a whole different rotation just for the star items. That's how much harder they are. Told you. Oh, 2 of the DPS died instantly. I'm so glad I wasn't caught in. Someone's mad. They ran into a bomb. I'm glad I never run with the team. That's all I gotta say. I never run with them. Now you understand why gear is so important now to keep up with the gear. Yeah. You have no idea, Eugene. This just opened up a whole despair in your heart right now, I bet. When you thought you were getting somewhere, it slams you with a wall. Yeah. My suggestion to you is get to level 51 and craft all the gear. Question is, can you actually craft H quality 51 gear? That's the question. Oh no, don't worry. There's no point with the star gear. There really isn't any point. Like, nah, I mean, I completely bypassed it. Not only that, but it takes scripts to get that gear as well, and it's just not worth it, because level, I think 51 is close with HQ. 53 just leaves it in its dust. Leaves it in the dust. Yeah.
No, what's up?
Hello, Cuckoo Clock. What's
What
going
y'all
on?
guys up to?
I'm completely diverted to leveling my monk.
Alright.
I'm level 46.
Mm-hmm.
You don't? If you're looking for the crafter's gear, it's a blue. Like, look at the body piece. It's blue. It's a blue body piece. Oh no, no, you don't need the books to craft that gear. Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Well,
Level 53. You can't craft level 51. I did it though. You should be able to. That's oh, wait a minute. It's oh sorry. The body piece is leather worker. Oh, some of the parts are cloth, and I don't know. I can't remember which parts are cloth. What is it? Green or is it normal? Yeah, that's not going to be enough to do the StarCraft. Unfortunately, like let's put it this way, just so you understand what I went through. I actually melded my normal level 50. It was nowhere near possible to craft 1-star items. I went to the green gear where everything was job specific. I actually did have that. I actually did have every gear. It took up so much of my space, but I did that, melded it. I struggled still. I couldn't HQ. I could make it, but I couldn't HQ. It was impossible. Literally impossible. In the end, I kind of like I had it, but then Heaven's Ward came around. And keep in mind, I only had Weaver at 50 at the time. Like all my other classes were around 30. So Heaven's Ward came around, and I started leveling all my classes to 50. And even then, with all the cross-class skills, I still couldn't do it. I just couldn't understand why I couldn't do it. And then I realized that if I was to create the level 51 gear, but I actually bought the gear because I couldn't craft it. It got to a point where I was like, you know what? This one time, I'll buy the gear, and some of it wasn't even HQ. But I managed to, I still struggled, but I managed. I mean, the resources are a lot more now than when I went through it, so you might get more lucky than me. Oh, the way I'm gonna fill my fridge with drink tomorrow. Like, everyone's gonna be looking at my shopping basket and say, "Are you thirsty?" I'm gonna be like, "Hell yeah!" I'm thirsty. Oh, everyone's standing still. I guess I'm the one that's gonna be disconnected. Yeah, I'm meditating. It's not counting anything. Yeah. That's a horrible feeling. Oh, they really need to. You know what? When they finally fix it, I'm never gonna be like, I'll never take their smooth service for granted. I didn't even before, because I already went through this rubbish before. Oh. I miss fighting enemies and not going down so quick. Actually get a proper combination going. Oh, that hurt. Jesus.
Has it ever been like this? In Cornmill, has it ever been like this with the ground up here having stuff come out of it?
Nothing's changed if that's what you're asking.
Just checking.
So Gonko, this other friend of yours, you say he's a red mage and a what?
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight. They at level 70?
It's Red Mage at 70. Right now, it's working on his Dark Knight.
Okay. But his main is red mage.
I think so.
How's his gear?
Haven't checked.
I got a feeling he's actually further than me when it comes to red mage gear. So I'm so focused on my crafting. I really need to update my red mage weapon though. That's not even a joke.
The reason I was asking about Cornmill, because I never seen the clouds like this before.
The clouds? Is Odin coming down?
Yeah. It's like darkish gray, plus there's like glitter coming, or something coming from the ground. I don't know. I never seen it like this before.
I'll take a picture and put it in your memoirs.
Alright. Unless I could say I'm probably wrong, but I'm not sure. I've never seen it like this.
Yeah, so Eugen, it's called the Archo skin gear. For level 51 crafters. And right, so the Archo skin gear. So the headpiece is created by Goldsmith. I mean, here's the thing, Eugen. Because of the complexity of the 1-star items, I'll actually be willing to help you craft the level 51 gear so you can start crafting the 1-star items. That's if you want, but you'd have to gather the items. And I'll make it HQ. The only reason why I'm offering this is because I know how friggin' hard it is to... It kind of puts you at a wall where you need the gear to craft the 1-star items, but yet it just, because the idea is that you needed the green level 50 gear to create the 1-star items. That was the idea. You use the scripts to get the high-end gear and the tools, and that's when you can start crafting the 1-star items. And the process of getting that with just scripts is just long. But at the same time, you're not going to have gear good enough to create a level 51 gear, which puts you at a bit of a wall. I'm not going to lie though, it actually does, the level 51 gear for crafting and gathering actually does look good. It's nothing like you've ever worn before as a crafter. Now this one is not basic looking. You actually will like how it looks.
Oh, so Odin is up. Oh, that's the
Told
reason
you.
why.
And if I wasn't in here, I'd be fighting him right now.
I'm gonna check if the behemoth is up.
Oh, do please. And I want to fight that armored turtle that you're going on about.
Let's put it this way.
All these rare fates.
Against 4 people, rip. Well, now I know that sign is that he is up.
Oh wow, they're actually congratulating me as a monk. Yeah, because you know when I found a boss, but those ads just keep spawning up. I'm just using my AoEs as a monk to destroy them. Oh wait a minute, now they're gaining numbers. Hold on. Oh, I need to take him out quick. Oh, we got rid of him. Time to finish this. Man, I carried them with my monk. Damn. Ooh, 2-player accommodations. Lovely. Actually, this is not usually the weather for Odin, but it does look weird.
Yeah, Odin's not up.
I don't think I've ever seen it like this before. Oh, what does this? What is it? What does this mean? Oh, it's called tension.
Yeah.
Oh, let me have a look on the map. What's up? Breaching the hive. What god before? Nothing else is up. No one's shouting anything. No one's shouting anything, so.
Probably been took it down already, but I'm not sure.
Nah, I swear this means something though. This tension weather. Maybe it's that weather report just before Odin shows up. Who knows?
It says duty, Odin Fate, and the Black Shroud. That's what it's saying. Unless people already took it out already, or if there's a glitch.
Goma Cone is Exian Mount.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that's the point. I need to put my mounts on here. Oh, so Odin is coming up with his fate. 1521.
That's over there next to us. I might as well ride.
Oh, wait a minute. It's his central shroud,
Well,
not south shroud.
Central, man, they switched that junk up.
Everyone's running to the coordinates like it's in south shroud.
Central, they changed it up. It usually be in South Shroud. I guess they switched it up this time. Same thing here. What the freak? Yo, if he's popping up there, then you know that that Behemoth's going up the other side. I'm about to pop. I'm about to say I'll see y'all in next time, guys. I'm about to go fight Behemoth. If he's even showing.
Let me know if he is.
Mm-hmm. I was just there and I didn't see him.
Because I will very
Ooh, I had
much
to go up
like
this tree.
to
I don't
go
want to go up
against him.
against this tree.
Actually, why am I fighting that Odin? I don't need him anymore, do I? He has tokens that you can get gear from in Modona.
Well, they're already fighting him already.
I don't need to do this again.
I'm trying to see what he looks like. Oh, that's what it looks like. Oh, wait, I'm not trying to die. I did not mean to step in that circle.
No, I'm not interested. I've done Odin more than enough times.
That's one big huge AoE. Yep. I want to know if he's here.
I wanted to level
Like
my
I said, if
monster.
Odin's up,
Yeah, everyone's going to Odin right now.
yeah. I don't feel like fighting him. I want to fight the Behemoth. That's the only thing I crave. Hey, I want to. I like to fight him at least once.
Well, I've never fought him before, so I'll gladly want to fight him. If it's a tough battle, I'm in.
If it's level 60,
Yeah, but this one's special. He's like the king behemoth.
bump that. I ain't looking for Odin. I'm looking for the Behemoth. I'd rather fight the level 60 version of the Behemoth.
What was I looking at? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I need to see what's in.
Wow. Oh yeah, I figured out why Akeem hasn't been on. He has to pay for his internet.
Yeah, hey Eugen. So the Arcacho skin, Arcacho gear. There's a set for crafters and gatherers. So the chest piece is leather. The headpiece is goldsmith.
Behemoth's going.
Let's see. The gloves are leather. The the trousers are leather as well. And so is the boots. The whole thing is on leather. Yeah, the whole set's on leather. You'll like it though. I mean, this is what the chess piece looks like. The whole gear actually does look good. Yeah. But can you HQ it? Oh, by all means, and I will be there to see if you can put it off, man. I'll give you my moral support. Don't get me angry. I struggled at this point. I proper struggled. Oh, that wasn't it. What you see there. That's the level 51 crafting gear that you can create. That wasn't my glamour. In a way, yeah. It looks the exact same for gatherers, apart from it looks brown and green, more brown. You can actually, the goggles actually have a visor function. Yeah.
What the freak?